It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Vick operating on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Lynch. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Shut down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second and 9, Vick. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They run. Cook. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Eagles take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 50. Check 50.
On second down now, it's Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
180. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43.
First down, Eagles. That's the end of the first quarter.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And a second truck move.
Can anyone tackle this guy?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Here we go.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Let him know. Let him know.
On third down, they go Lynch. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Watch the screen.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 39 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA, and now a great career in the NFL.
Here we go. 180.
54. All day, punk.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Here we go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Let's 5-7.
Mike's 5-4. Mike.
To throw is Wentz.
Put that team on the bucket.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Right there. 54 Mike. Army.
Sunday.
Hey, watch that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run again on first down. Lynch. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
From the gun, Vick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Vick. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he gets this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And an Eagle first down.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting.
Get ready.
Tyson.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson.
Let's go, baby.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
3 down.
Topper!
Hey, turn it up. Check.
Hey, great 15, touch!
From the gun, it's Wentz. He finds Lynch, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, great 57.
The carry now for Lynch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the ground, it's Lynch. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go!
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right. Watch tight end.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Wentz to throw. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, we got Delta.
Back to throw, Wentz. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With time running out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. 1 play to keep their postseason alive. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Let's go. 10, Husky. Drop deep, drop deep. 2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.